between you and Joseph. Peace be with you. You did not mean that I was opposed.
David, come with me into the garden.
Think you're under their influence too much. I never say grace comfort you any longer. Do not imagine what I would say if grace were accommodating. If ever I conquer circumstance, I will remember you better.
No, oh, David. I think your mother is right. The garden would do you good. You love the garden.
I want a divorce. You have been unfaithful. I know it.
No, David. I would never do such a thing. I promise.
I want a divorce.
Stop it. It's all right. No, he doesn't mean it. No. You are shattering my feelings.
The parts of my spirit, light wounds and broken.
David, please. Please be quiet. Your words are mad. It's so beautiful. It's your old wine put into a wretched new bottle. It's but a bright glimpse of you, smothered in dark robes.
I want a divorce.
Please, no.
Julia Lewis, take Clara out.
Yes.
No! Please, David, you've got to know. You've got to get better. For me. Your son. Clara, please, please. Show me some hope that you're going to get better. Clara. No, please, show me.
I want a divorce.
Let's go. Joseph?
I know, Mother. Now, David, see the mesmerism? See, allows people control over each other. Two people see each other, admire each, and they will assume expression intermediate between the two, and the more compact or strongly mental will control the other. You see that, Mother? It's the spirit. The undertones and sub-voices. The sub-voice can speak, eyesight see, and ear hear at great distance from the body. David, please, come, listen to me. Get away, Brother Smith. They are coming. David, look at him.
David, stop it!
told you
This
that
has gone on long enough.
Rapidly evolving machinery will control people in this manner, pass them in, about, around, through, and tear each other to pieces. Sometimes people suffer terribly in this. David.
I'm going to take you to my home. You can spend some time with my family and me. We're going to try and help you get better. Do you understand me, David?
This has been a day of awful visitation. The air is filled with steam and iron ore. It is so fearfully acidulant.
David, did you understand what I told you?
Joseph, you desire me to die. Because I can never tolerate your religion in private. You desire my suicide.
No, David, I love you. I want what's best for you.
We love you. You are my dear, my sweet, sensitive boy.
Doubly troubled mine. I know your reward in heaven is sure whatever mine may be. White robes and crown are awaiting you. There are many suffering worse than we have suffered. It is a good thing to walk among these. One learns contentment there.
Oh, David, dear David.
Well, dear mother, remember me as if I were all that I might have been, for I
am your boy.
How it will terminate, God alone knows.
David, you mustn't worry me like that. I knew I would find you here. David, look what I've done to you.
David's chamber.
Yes, this is your place. It will carry your name forever.
It was supposed to be my secret place. No more secrets.
We've come to a decision. You know you are sick.
No more secrets.
We're trying to find a new place for you to live.
I'll go out into the world, the wander, outward bound.
You are sick, David. I can't. My strength is gone. These people will take good care of you. They will protect you.
Stone and water.
Do you understand anything I am telling you?
Yes, Mother. Incarcerated in a rock.
No, David.
Thou shalt bear a child, and though he should be incarcerated in solid rock, yet he will come out and make his mark in the world. Call his name David.
I'll make my mark.
Mrs. Smith, I mean Mrs. Vitamin.
Who are you?
Excuse me, your husband told me I would find you in here, and I took the liberty. I am Harley P. Pratt.
Pardon me, but I was well acquainted with Party Pratt, and you are not he.
Pardon me, Harley P. Pratt, Jr.
Oh, another junior.
Yours and my father's generation left us quite the legacy, and we hope to emulate it.
We already lived it for you. Let that suffice.
Mrs. Smith.
Another interviewer.
Yes, I am Thomas B. Marsh's son.
Oh, another son.
Yes, ma'am.
You knew my father well.
Yes. I could never forget him. Pardon me, when I heard about your father's murder,
That was a long time ago now.
well, the last time I saw him was in Nauvoo.
Did you hear that my father rejoined the Utah Church?
If your father had not left the church in the first place, he would now be the president of the Utah Church instead of that man.
Is it so important who leads the church? So long as the Lord leads that man?
Mother, are you ready?
The interview?
Do you
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Mother, if you're not up to it.
I'm up to it.
Do you believe your husband, Joseph Smith, died true to his profession?
I believe he was everything he professed to be.
What of the truth of Mormonism?
I know Mormonism to be the truth, and I believe the church to be established through divine direction. In writing for your father, I frequently sat next to him day after day, he dictating hour after hour at the table next to me with nothing between us.
Did he receive the plates from which he claimed to have translated the Book of Mormon?
Yes, they lay in a box under our bed, but I never felt at liberty to look at them.
Had he not a book or manuscript from which he read, dictated to you?
He had neither manuscript nor book.
Could he not have had, and you not know it?
If he had had anything of the kind, he could not have concealed it from me.
Are you sure he had the plates at the time you were writing for him?
The plates lay on my table, often without any attempt at concealment, wrapped in a small linen tablecloth which I had given him to fold them in.
Could not Father have dictated the Book of Mormon to you, to Oliver Cowdery, and the others who wrote for him after having first written it or having first read it out of some book?
Joseph Smith was not capable of writing or dictating a well-written and cohesive letter, let alone the Book of Mormon.
What of polygamy?
Did he receive the revelation on thorough marriage?
Not to my knowledge.
Mrs. Biden, people have been imprisoned for this principle. People died for this principle. My father was a martyr for polygamy. He was shot by his plural wife's former husband out of revenge. Now I repeat, did your husband, Joseph Smith Jr., receive the revelation on thorough marriage?
Not to my knowledge.
Mrs. Smith, why did you use your influence to have your son instated as the president of the reorganization, knowing as you must have that the very men who had conferred upon him his authority had apostatized, and many of them had been banned from the church.
I did not influence the men who came to my sons to invite them to leave their church.
Nor did you try to stop them.
Brigham Young entirely ignored my family. In our hour of grief, we were not given the proper consideration. We deserve not only recognition, but representation within the church. My boy, Joseph, not Brigham Young, should be the president of the church. It is his right.
Mrs. Byron.
Mrs. Smith,
Emma, why did you not come west with the rest of the saints?
You may think that I am not a very good saint for not going west with them, but I had a home here and did not go because I did not know what I should have there.
Mother,
Mother,
what of polygamy?
did Joseph Smith have anything like it?
What of spiritual wifery?
There was no revelation on polygamy or spiritual wives.
Did he have any other wives other than yourself?
He had no other wife than myself, nor did he ever have.
Did he not have marital relations with women other than yourself?
He did not have improper relations with any woman that ever came to my knowledge. I know that I was his only wife. He had no other wife or wives than me in any sense, either spiritual or otherwise.
Thank you, Mother. You have given us the answers we needed.
What if my family and I? What if we were to return to the church in Utah? How do you think we would be received?
You would be received with open arms by President Young and by the whole body of the church. You would want for nothing to make you comfortable and your family happy.
How I wish I could turn back the wheels of time. I wish Joseph. I miss him so much. If he were here, perhaps all of this could be worked out.
Good night, Mrs. Smith.
Any other questions, Mr. Marsh?
was Joseph Smith a polygamist?
My husband,
Did he practice celestial marriage?
he,
Mrs. Smith, I know this must be hard, but is it not time that the truth came out plainly and without debate?
you don't understand. You don't understand.
Then help me understand.
You'll have to excuse me from answering directly.
Why?
Because my son, Joseph, is the head of the reorganized church.
Then it's for him then.
Please excuse me. Joseph? See, I still have them, the gold beads you gave to me. No. Why? Why all this trouble? Please, some sort of indication, Joseph, some sort of answer. It dominates the conversation. You do realize that, don't you? You died for the Book of Mormon. You died for your revelations and your visions and your intimate friendship with Providence. The cowards who killed you hid behind their mobs and their preachers and their torches. But your soul stood bold and immortal before good death chosen, protecting your people, your family, all of your family. But they will think that it all came down to this one divisive principle. Is that what you want your legacy to be? No, no. When I sat in Mr. Knight's wagon at the bottom of that hill all those years ago, my mind was one chaotic jumble. You were up on that hill claiming that you were talking to an angel and that you were going to bring down gold plates. Gold! Reformed Egyptian, you told me. Ancient American prophets, you told me. And the most astounding aspect was I believed you. I still believed you. I believe you still. But when you came down off that hill, you had in your arms a bundle in which you said were the plagues and broken thumb for protecting it from the men who had waited to catch you. You went into such trouble. Your eyes were so honest. You lay your breast against the musket time and again for your stories. When I tore the tar and feathers from your naked flesh. When I saw you for the first time in several months after you had been imprisoned in that hellhole in Missouri. When I saw you ride off on your horse to Carthage. You knowing you were going to your death, but I did not know it. How could I tell you? How could they ever think that I could doubt you? Not the Book of Mormon, not your visions or your miracles, but this. You're everything. Why do their questions always link back to polygyny? It is a minor footnote compared to what God was able to accomplish through you. What if we could get them to forget? What if we could clear your name of that smear and focus their eyes on the real truths? Would that not be worth it? Would it not bring the important truths to the forefront? Oh, please. Please. Like blossoms being blown from an apple tree. Oh, Joseph, please, please, come for me. Julia. Yes, Mother. I'm glad you're home. Are you still a Catholic?
Yes.
I get mixed up. I never liked John very much. He made you a Catholic. Oh, that drinking. Drinking. We were neither of us very lucky with our husbands, were we?
Oh, Mother. You need your rest.
I'm glad you're home.
Mother,
Mm-hmm.
I have something to tell you.
Mm-hmm.